Hey everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast. So, a few things have been going on here. Firstly, I took down all the engines and I set up these boilers. It actually increased the power output. Before we had, 18 or 16 and 16, so 32, and then I had added two more rows, but the charcoal didn't seem to be getting through to them, so then I set up another 9 furnaces, and then that wasn't really working out properly. I've got them so that they're all filled now, so that's fine. I was going to expand the tree farm, but I guess I don't have to. I think having the wall this close was kind of putting off the jungle trees from growing properly or something. I don't know. More than keeping up now. But now we have, 18 and 18 and 18 and 18, so whatever 18 times 4 is, 72. So we have 72 steam dynamos instead of the 64 we would have had. And they're all going at full power, so that's nice. Keeping up with everything. This is going pretty quick now with all that power. So I don't know if we need to build the big reactor. I kind of still want to, just because we have the abundance of yellorium ore. Yeah, we got 1,422, but if I've been doing a little bit of testing in creative, and it seems like it goes through that stuff pretty quickly. Like if you make a really big reactor, or even, the size that I would need to run this thing at full capacity, it would use an awful lot of power, and it would suck through that stuff really quickly. However, one thing that drill is doing is it's getting us tungstate ore. Fair amount of it. Enough that we could probably make the stainless steel that we need for the... We need 1 magnesium, that gives us 9 stainless steel, and then we can turn that in a blast furnace into the actual ingots. And that takes a fair bit of time, but we can do it. So I think maybe that's what we'll work on today. We'll try to get that up and going. So I'm going to take that tungstate ore, what we have, and I'm going to pop it into this macerator I've made. And that is loud, so we're going to move away from that. But it's going to do its thing. I think it takes a little while, right? I know, it goes pretty quick. So that should run through that. In the meantime, we'll move away just outside of sound range. And we are going to need a blast furnace. Now, to make the stainless steel, I think we need 2,000 degree blast furnace. And to make that, we need casings. And I think to get to 2,000 degrees, standard casings won't do it. I think we need reinforced machine casings. And those are steel plates, just regular steel plates, these advanced circuits, and advanced machine casing. Oh. Come on. There we go. And for that, we need advanced alloy. And I have a compressor, so we can make that. But to get a mixed metal ingot, we're going to need plates of various kinds. I used to be able to make these out of ingots, but I guess you can't anymore. You have to use the plates. And that would... So I think the best we can do is tin, bronze, and steel? Or can we use brass? Yeah, tin or Invar. Actually, Invar was this aluminum? Zinc? Brass, I think, is kind of a pain to make because we don't really have a lot of zinc. So tin, What are our options here? I'd like to at least get kind of double out of it if I can. Three would require stuff we don't have. So steel. Steel, bronze, and tin, I guess. If we... Yeah, steel, bronze, tin is, I guess, what we're going to have to use. If I wanted to make a bronze plate, how would I go about that? I could use the hammer. I already made a metal former, so we can do that. I guess we just need to make bronze. Bronze dust? No, we want that bronze dust. And that is tin and copper dust. So let's do that. Yeah, let's make up 64 of that, so let's cook that. Now we're also going to need steel plates. So let's make 64 of those. This is probably more than we're going to need. But I think those things come up a lot, the mixed metal ingots and the reinforced, or whatchamacallit. Whatever we're making those plates. Mixed alloy or whatever it is. And then we also need tin plates. So let's take tin, and let's get that going in the metal former. Well, that's going to take a little while. I guess I could make another one. Oh. That is almost done. What? Oh, dirty... No, not dirty tungsten. Oh, that might not be good. Then we need a centrifuge, and that gets us a tiny pile of manganese. Oh, what was I supposed to do with that? Did I screw this up? Oh, industrial grinder, that's what I was supposed to use. Crap. Can we make a centrifuge? Industrial centrifuge requires stainless steel. Wah wah. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for that now, because I kind of screwed that up. But we can still make the blast furnace, because we're gonna need that anyway, and that's a multi-block thing. Ugh, I hate industrial craft. Actually, I like industrial craft. I just hate how complicated it's getting. For no obvious reason, and it's just... You know, I don't need 100 different recipes to make one thing. Like, I don't really want to go through 100 different... 100 different steps to make one thing. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, steel plate, and then we need the bronze. Which didn't come back? I bet it came back as tinkered alloy. Yep, there it is. Does that work the same, I wonder? If I went over here. Took these out. Put these in. Yeah, it's gonna roll it, so let's see what it gets. Hopefully it'll be a plate, a bronze plate. It is! Nice, okay. So that is fine. We'll let it do that, and then we'll make the mixed metal ingots. Because that is gonna work, right? Oh. Plate. Tin plate. Steel plate. Mixed metal ingot. Get a couple more of them. So if we put that there, boom. Got 8 of those guys. And we put them in the compressor. I made a low voltage transformer at the back here because while all of this stuff seems to be able to accept the full power out of these insulated cable, if you put a macerator here, didn't blow up, but it just disappeared. So I'm assuming maybe explosions are turned off. I don't know. I didn't change anything, but nothing else was damaged, but it just completely disappeared on me. Are you able to upgrade these things? Because like the normal compressor would have a list of upgrades on the side. But I guess these things function differently. I really thought that we were going to get that out of that. I don't know why I was thinking that. Can we make... Oh, no, we need the steel. Is there any other way we could do this? No. That's literally all that we can do. And we're going to get a tiny pile. Which is less than we would have got out of the grinder. Can we make the grinder? Just to have that on hand? Industrial grinder in 128, so we could almost hook that up to the full thing. This requires advanced machine casing. Okay, so we're making that. We're getting to a point where we can make the machine casing. The other thing we need for that is advanced machine casing. So the other thing we need are the carbon plates, and those are carbon mesh, and that's from raw carbon fiber, and that is from coal dust. Okay. Well, we have coal. So let's take a whole bunch of that. Put that all in there. So that'll go to the pulverizer so it can come back. And then we do that, and that gives us raw carbon fiber. We'll wait for that stuff to start coming in. So there's 2. And we need 2 at least for the grinder. Let's not make that mistake again. And then we need the industrial electrolyzer, and that requires things that we can make. In fact, I think I put that recipe into the system already. Now, what are... nope. What do these things need? Those need steel plates as well. And I already made diamond dust, but it actually wants an industrial diamond. Okay. Would it take a regular diamond? We can do either. I think we have all the machines necessary to make an industrial diamond, but will it accept a non-industrial? No, it will not. Right? No, it will not. Okay. So we can make industrial diamonds. I was going to set up a whole system for making them, but I don't know if that's really necessary. So we need these. So there's 1, I think. 2. And we need 2. Okay. So now we put these in the compressor. Take those guys out. Then we wait on that. How's this doing? Take those. Put that all in there. We can do these while we're waiting. And then these we're going to have to compress as well. Let's make a second compressor. I already put these in here too. So it should just craft it itself. Or not. What's it waiting for? trying to make an electronic circuit. What part of the electronic circuit is it waiting for? An electronic circuit would require oh, I bet it's looking for an iron plate. Yeah. No, it should be able to craft one. Alright, you know what? Let's just get iron. Let's just make our own. I did put the recipe in for it to use a hammer, but I guess it just doesn't want to do that right now. You know, let's make a couple. They'll come in handy. So if we put that in there, you can do your thing. If I cancel that. What if I just straight up cancel the compressor again and ask it to make another one? No, this time you're just not going to do it. Is it because this thing is messed up? What if I do this? Now I'm stuck. There we go. Make me a compressor. Oh, you were doing it earlier. What is wrong? Okay, never mind. You know what? I'm going to make an electronic circuit myself. Okay, so we're at a copper cable. It should know how to make it. Make me one copper plate. You have a hammer. The recipe for the copper plate is there, and it requires one steel hammer and 2 copper ingot. Well, you have 2 copper ingot and the steel hammer. Is it because of this? This stuff screwing you up? Oh, I don't get it. Fine. You know what? I'll do it myself. There you go. In fact, let's do a couple. Okay. Can you make copper cable? You should be able to. Okay, that. Cancel this. Cutter. Make as many as we can. There you go. Okay. Now, can you make the wire? Wow. I don't know what's going on with this thing. You know what? Applied Energistics is great, but the crafting system just seems to screw up so often. All you gotta do is you gotta put rubber with the wire. We got both. It's not that difficult. You do that, you know how. Alright. There we go. We got an electronic... Oh, that wasn't what I needed, was it? I need the advanced. Right? What am I trying to... No, I don't. That's what I need. Now can you make a compressor? If I ask you to build me one, you're not going to do it. Why aren't you going to do it? There, you did it that time. Was that so hard? Really? You couldn't do that the first time? This thing's already done. We didn't even need to do it now. Well, boom. Okay, so we got this. Compressed coal balls, and the use for them. What do we need now? Bricks? Yes. Do we have bricks? We do. Put the coal ball around that, put that guy in there. Boom, we got 2 coal chunks. Put those guys into the compressor, we got the industrial diamonds. How's this thing doing? It's done. Let's put the tin back in there, get the tin plates. And the reason a metal former is nice is because it uses only 1 ingot to produce a plate, whereas if you did it with the steel hammer in there, like I've set up with these recipes, you end up using 2 ingots, but I put them in there just for convenience sake, although it wasn't very convenient, was it? I'm watching you, Applied Energistics machines. You're not working. Anyway. You got 1 industrial diamond. 2 industrial diamonds. 4 carbon plates. There we go. Now, we were making the grinder. And we were making these specifically. There we go. So, of these things, what do we have? We have a pump, and we have the grinders. So we need... you think you'll be able to do it this time? If I ask you to make 3 of those. You're doing stuff. I like it. I like that you're doing things. Wow. You did it. I'm impressed. Seriously impressed, guys. Now, I think I also added the electrolyzer recipe, didn't I? Industrial electrolyzer, which we need. Can you do that? Missing materials, empty cell, and an extractor. You should be able to make the extractor. Okay, so we need 2 empty cells. Which I think we've been getting from this thing, haven't we? Yep. Perfect. Knew there was a reason I set that up. Well, not specifically this, but it's a good reason. Now, you should be able to make an extractor, shouldn't you? Automatic extractor. Whereas this is a regular extractor. Okay. So if I ask you to make one of those, you're going to do that. Okay, perfect. And then if I do this, we get a regular extractor, which you're going to use. And what did you just make? The electrolyzer. So if I go this ways, now you're looking for... Oh, we need 2 more the electronic circuits. There's 1, there's 2. Boom, boom. And now I need an advanced machine casing, which you might know how to make. You did! Oh, I'm so proud of you. Industrial grinder. Watch it blow up now, right? Now, okay. So, this is outputting 32 per tick. Right? 32 EU per tick. This is carrying, theoretically, 512, but it's not because we're not producing 512 per tick. We're producing 200 or something per tick from that thing. But let's not risk it. If I go over here and ask it to make a medium transformer, it will make one. And then if we bring the power up here, let's say, and then we put the transformer there, and then whack it with the wrench a few times. We want to step down, so we want that's how we want it. So then if we go like that, and then like that, nothing blows up, and it should be getting 128. Right on. Now, when we do get the tungstate back, we need industrial grinder, and we need a water cell in order to produce this. So let's get those cells, and we're probably not going to need a whole lot. Do we have... Yeah, we do. Perfect. I want that portable tank. And I want a bucket. Let's go get some water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take that tank. Put it right... You know what? While I'm doing this... Oh. Oh, yeah, I had water coming up here to that glacial precipitator. Maybe... Maybe we'll flip these around. Although, I would kind of prefer it on this side. Maybe we'll flip those around. Put the glacial precipitator on that side. We'll put the induction smelter back over here. Back over here. Let's get some fluid ducts. That's not what I want. Fluid ducts. There we go. So instead, we'll come around to there with it. There we go. So he's got the stuff he wants. Turn it. No, don't make snow. I don't want snow. Okay, so that's fine. Then what we'll do is we'll put an input on that side there. And then put the hardened portable tank on top of that. Boom. Now, the reason I did this, because this, I don't want it to fill up with water. I want it to take whatever's coming from that. So there we go. We have a tank we can just keep placing there, and it'll just output into this thing whenever we want a specific fluid. So fill these up. And then that'll give us the water that we need once we get the tungstate, or if maybe we got more. Nope. Okay, so I just gonna have to keep that running for a while then, I guess, to get that stuff back. Which is kind of a bust, but